Welcome students. Welcome to my second part of my video. Topic number 5, Social and Religious Reform. Standard 8, History. Now my dear students, in the previous video, we have seen few educated Indians. They have taken the British education, or we say Western education, and then they came to know that how backward we Indians were. We were superstitious, we believed in caste system, we believed in old customs, rituals, and undesirable practice in society. We do not believe in the principle of humanity, equality, and fraternity. So the educated lot, they started thinking about bringing in a social change through their writings by making institutions or society where they can bring in awakening, and thus bringing that awakening in the contemporary society was termed as Indian Renaissance. Now, my dear students, we have seen the remarkable, you may say, achievement made for the religious and social reforms. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, through Brahmo Samaj, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, through Satya Shodhak Samaj, and Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dayananda Saraswati, and he said, go back to Vedas, and he brought many changes in society by giving education. Then we saw Ramakrishna Mission, and which was founded by Ramakrishna Paramahansa, disciple Swami Vivekananda. He said service to humanity is service to God. Then we saw reforms in the Sikh religion. We found that they made many institutions and they wanted to bring in change in the Sikh community and to bring modernization in Sikh community through education. And so I told you the example, Khalsa College was made so that they may bring social reforms, religious reforms through education. Now I would like to continue with the lesson. Now when I say I would like to continue with the lesson, I mean to say emancipation of women. Now as we all know, woman was treated very badly in Indian society because our Indian society was a male-dominated society. Woman's life was miserable. Her position was miserable. She was not treated equally. She was not given education. If husband dies, they perform sati, and the woman was forced to burn herself, to kill herself along with the pyre of the husband. We also saw that there was child marriage practiced. Dowry was given for marriage. And all these evil practices were prevailing against the woman. Governor General Lord Bentinck, he took the help of the social reformers and he passed the act, Sati Probation Act, Deshmukh, popularly known as Lokhitwadi, advocated gender equality through his writing Shatpatre. In 1848, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule started schools for girls in Bhidwada in Pune. His wife Savitribai Phule supported him. Savitribai Phule was considered the first teacher, female teacher in Maharashtra. And she herself, along with Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, came out and advocated education for girls. Then we could also see Mahatma Phule established Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Gruha. Now what is this Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Gruha? Means if they don't want the girl child, they can donate it to this particular house. They will take care. He conducted strikes of barbers against the custom of shaving heads of the widows. For gaining permission to widow remarriage, Pandit Ishwarchand Vidyasagar, Vishnu Shastri, Pandit, and Vishnang Pantulu took up special efforts. They stressed on, there was an opinion, child marriage was against the law. Maharishi Vittal Ramji Shinde organized conference against the practice of Devdasi, and you can find Tarabai Shinde. She was in opinion that women should be given her rights. Maharishi Dondu Keshav Karve started Anant Bal Ashram, orphanage for girls. His intention was to give education to all women and to make them stand in their own feet. Pandita Ramabai founded Shraddha Sadan and took up the responsibility of taking care of disabled children and women. Ramabai Ranade, through the medium of Seva Sadan Institute, started nursing courses for women. Through articles of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, The Injustice Towards Women, Mahatma Gandhi educated education of women. Women gave valuable contribution in the freedom movement. Women's reform movement helped in closing down all unjust practices in the society. The voice of the problem of women was taken care of. Women started putting their own thoughts to their writings. Their performance in every sector of life flourished due to education. Now, my dear students, if you see, women we find in every area, they are equal to men, right from putting vote to stand in an election as a candidate or to work in any institution. Men and women are equally treated. Now, there are some religious reform movement which happened among the Muslims. Abdul Latif started social reform among the Muslim community. He established Mohammedan Literary Society in Bengal. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College. Later it developed as Aligarh Muslim University. He advocated Western science and technology. He firmly believed Muslims could make progress only by studying modern education and science. Now, my dear students, we will see what happened the reform movement in Hindu society. In 1915, Hindu Mahasabha was established to give respectable position to Hindu community. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya laid the foundation of Banaras Hindu University. Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar in 1925 established RSS at Nagpur. It aims to give up disciplinary and virtues organization of Hindu youths. V.D. Savarkar built Patit Pavan temple at Ratnagiri, open to all castes of Hindu religion. Common dining program was arranged. Thus, I would like to conclude this lesson by saying that in the history of modern India, the movement of Renaissance was very important on the principle of liberty, equality, and nationalism. The Indian social reformer set up a nationwide political movement, and the study of this movement can be dealt in the coming chapter. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.